Hello and welcome to Hub City Now. I'm your host, Tyrone Tony Reed Jr. Today we have a great guest with us, all the way from the west side of Chicago, Zaeskee Alazae. He is an artist and producer. He is here to talk to us about his career and also his album, Belly Gang. Thank you for joining us, Zaeskee. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing great, doing great. So you're from the west side of Chicago, and your bio tells me that you have been involved in the music industry since you were a child. How did you get into music, and where did the love for music come from?
Okay, the love. Okay, how did I get into it?
Yeah.
My father was a preacher, so I came from a church upbringing.
Hmm.
My background, and I sung in the choir. He had us playing multiple instruments from congos, drums, organ, piano,
Hmm.
bass guitar, lead guitar, and he just had us. That's what we used to do. Our family used to go sing in other churches. Is there's a singing Whiteheads when we used to go sing for the mayor of the city, all type of events.
Wow.
So it's like he really instilled it in us, the music part of us. It was seven of us, so we all had like our own band. And
Okay.
we would go to churches, to venues, and sing all of community centers and sing everywhere in Chicago.
Hmm. What was your favorite instrument to play when you were growing up?
I was playing. I started off with the congos.
Okay.
Congos. My hands. I love the rhythm. I love the rhythm. So I started with congos and moved from there to keyboards, piano, and drums.
That's awesome. So take us from you being a child to how did you incorporate music into your life as a teenager?
So my father was a preacher. When I said he was a preacher, he used to listen to these blues.
Hmm.
I just watched my father do a lot of stuff. He used to listen to like Bobby Blue Bland, Jackie Wilson, James
Hmm.
Brown, and Aretha Franklin, and I started liking these different sound, and I knew it had like a background of a soulful feel,
Right.
and that's how I kind of progressed, and in the music field, started hearing different music and understanding this melody, and I play by ear, never
Okay.
play by ear, so I used to hear certain rhythms and go, oh, what if I could do this with that, and I start off playing around in church and knowing certain chords and stuff was just like the chords in the secular side of music, like rhythm and blues. I'm like, oh, they use it. It's kind of like because music is universal, so
Right.
that's basically how I got everything together and started fusing music together. And then as I got older, I started listening to hip hop,
Hmm.
pop music, and all it's like, oh man, this music is just different chord, but you know what I'm saying? Everything is the same, but it's just played a different way.
Right. 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 So then into adulthood, you start producing and you become an artist. Tell us about that journey.
Okay, I was an artist in a group called PMP, Practice Make Perfect.
Okay.
So we started singing at the local park district talent shows and entering in talent shows, you know what I'm saying? And well, you can get in talent shows, auditions,
Hmm.
and and we started winning and we singing and started singing R&B, and we was winning a lot, and that's what got us to be exposed to a lot of people in the industry, as far
Right.
as Do or Die, Crucial Conflict, and they liked the way we sing, so they started featuring us on their albums.
Hmm.
So it took off from there. You know what I'm saying? I started progressing under uh, a producer called Wild Style.
Okay.
He's in the group of Crucial Conflict, and he used to just come pick me up and like, man, this guy could play keys so good. And I used to be in the studio with him, and I learned a lot. I jailed from him, and he was the hot thing back, hot commodity back in the day. So
Right. How How crucial was that for you to have somebody who was willing to mentor you and show you the ropes to the music industry?
Uh, it was very vital because if I didn't have the talent, like it was so many other artists that was trying to make it to the top and looked at these guys as icons.
Right.
But he chose me. He picked me out of the chosen few and took me and just embraced me, opened his arms and spread his wings and embraced me and showed me the ins and outs of this music thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So tell us about your music. Tell us who you were influenced by, and I saw an article that says that you describe your music as a cosmic soul, music which encompasses all genres of music fused together into one sound that can be appreciated by everyone, regardless of age, race, or ethnicity. Why did you want to do that? What's your thought behind doing music that's cosmic soul?
So I was, like I said, music is universal. Mm-hmm. So when I did, just listening to other genres of music, have like in my future, I started doing music, house music, samba music. Like I had opportunities to be around certain producers and other stuff to learn different genres of music, and I'm like, man, like when I said it's a universal, music is universal, the melody is universal, and you know what I'm saying, like somebody, oh, that sound like my music, well, not, but that's universal. It's like it's only so many keys that you can play. It's all about mathematics and numbers. So it's just like, man, I learned different rhythms and different styles of people, cultures, and that's what made me do it. Like, man, I'm gonna make something for everybody.
Right.
Yeah, I try to make something that they can do for the youth, the old, you know what I'm saying? Just a feel of a good album instead of all the situation that's going on in the world today. Violence and COVID, and we need something to uplift our spirits as a human being, as a, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to do, with this album, just show a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? The first thing a son's love has come from their mother, Right. So I just want to just inspire women to show how beautiful they are to the world. How they bring us in here, brought us in this world and natured us, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And nurtured us to the people that we are today,
That's right.
Good.
So your album is called Belly Gang. Before you explain that to us, I wanted to read a quote that you were quoted saying. It says that with over 2 decades of solid experience as a successful singer, songwriter, and producer, Zaeskee grew tired of music being judged by the eyes instead of the ears. It says that he saw that talent was not the only thing successful artists required, but to be heard meant looking a certain way. And then this great quote: "We were all born into a shell which none of us had the power to create, but yet each of us are judged by that outward appearance. I wanted to challenge that and help change the misconceptions surrounding obesity, especially within the music industry. Good music is simply good music. An artist's appearance should not determine whether that music is good or has value. The Belly Gang project is good music created with the intention of drawing attention to what is behind that value, good music." Tell us what you experienced in the music industry that made you feel this way, that brought about this conclusion.
Well, a lot of stuff is kind of watered down. Like people back in the day, for me being under the Producers Act, producing a lot of artists, I seen a lot of good major talent get looked over because of they was too dark, too short, too big, overweighted, and I hated that, you know what I'm saying? And they had enormous amount of talent, and
Right.
it's because they didn't look a certain place. Like, you know, they could dance and had the six packs, pretty
Mm-hmm.
face, and
Mm-hmm.
colored the body structure of, they would skip over the talent of
Right.
people that has the multiple talent, and they could be a background singer. I'm telling you, I've seen this, and I've seen how it crushed people's dreams of
Mm-hmm.
the way they look, shape, form, or size. You know what I'm saying? And got pushed to the side as he gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I've heard jokes about that. You know what I'm saying? As a producer, so people don't know what they say, and I've heard execs say this thing. I've worked with a lot of people, and I've heard them say that, like, "Oh yeah, he'll be a background singer. He put him in the back under, don't put him in the spotlight and he has more talent than the artist."
Right.
So, but if you had the look, the glamour, the glow, you was gonna be the next star. They was
Mm-hmm.
gonna make sure it's a lot of smoke and mirrors. And
Right.
I've seen that. I was exposed to that before I even put out my album, so I know as time changed, like Notorious Big, Luther Vandross,
Mm-hmm.
Ruben Studdard, the world started evolving, start changing a little bit. Big Brother,
Right.
they started looking like, oh yeah, we could market these things. So, the record labels would skip over you if you didn't have the good look. And we can make you sound in the studio. You can make anybody sound good. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? We'll work on that. We'll get them a vocal trainer. And we have somebody that's ready made. That's like 98%. All they need is the 2% to make
Right.
them jump over the loop. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Over the hump. And I've seen them get skipped over. Amazing writers, amazing singers.
Mm-hmm.
It just wouldn't fit in their criteria of what they want to do. Like with women, like most women in the game, they think sex sells.
Right.
But we have some talented women that can really, really sing
Mm-hmm.
that won't get the exposure that they need. So that's why the game has changed into the social media network. People can really see people for their real talent right now, and they don't look at them as they shake this out. He got pipes, or she got pipes.
Right.
Really sing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, why we didn't know about? And then you know what I'm saying? Like, the labels are looking now because it's changed over. The image has changed over because anybody can get on right now off the social media just of their talent they have. They
Right.
possess.
That's right. That's right.
So
Yeah.
me being uh, me being obese, I lost 225 pounds.
Wow.
Uh, I just had a friend that died on Christmas Eve next to my car, in my car with me next to me, and my daughter came to me and said, like, Dad, I don't want you to die like Uncle Ronnie. I
Mm-hmm.
want you to do something, and that hit me.
Right.
So I started trying to lose weight, and I lost 225 pounds, and I said, I'm gonna do something.
Right.
Instead of being in the shadow, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna step out. I'm gonna be the representative of this whole movement to show the world that it can be done.
Right. Well, congratulations. That's a very big accomplishment. So tell us about Belly Gang. What is the mission for Belly Gang?
It's just to show people that it's uh, to show people that's facing obesity.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, uh, they look, you know what I'm saying, shadowing themselves. They can step out. I want to show them that it can be done. You know what I'm saying? It
Mm-hmm.
can really be done. And you don't have to shadow yourself. If you have talent, the world needs to know.
Right.
The world needs to know what you have, and that's what made me form the Belly Gang album. And said, man, yeah, I'm gonna give the world a chance to see what I got,
Right.
and I'm gonna push this thing. It's more than just music. It's a movement.
Mm-hmm.
It's a movement saying people that you can do it. If you put your mind to anything, you can do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about the haters. Don't worry about what they're gonna say. You keep pressing forward, and you move on with your career. That's basically what it's about.
Right.
People gonna love you anyway. People gonna hate you. So
That's
you just got to keep moving forward.
that's
And that's
right.
what I do every day. I I take it like that. I wake up in the morning. I say, what can I do to move forward
Right.
with
That's
this
right.
movement? I want people to join on in and support me and what I'm doing, and knowing that it's not just for me, it's for everybody that's been shadowed in the music game. That is, we have a chance to get out here and show people our talent.
Right. Uh, on Hub City now, we like when we have guests who are musicians or artists. We like to ask them questions that can encourage other people who are watching or listening. Can you describe your creative process when you write new music or when you create new music?
Okay, well, it's kind of orthodox. It's like I start off with the music. I get a good melody, and as I make the beat, when I make the beat, the track
Hmm.
of the song, it kind of comes to me. It comes to me. It's a feeling. It's a feeling that I get like, oh, this type of song, and I want to do this. I want to sing this. I want to make it like this. And it's just a gift that God gave me to express myself.
Right.
Express myself. So it's kind of hard to explain. You know what I'm saying? You just have to be in that creative mode.
Right.
Be in that creative mode to really explain. Because that's why I say it's kind of orthodox. Uh, I'm not a person that write off a category or say, I'm finna make a song like this. I just
Right.
let it come to me. I
Hmm.
let it come to me like what the vibe I'm feeling, the vibe I'm feeling from the beat. And it's like when I make tracks, I always make hooks while I'm making the track. It
Right.
always come the hook come to me when I'm making the track. As I'm making it, I'm creating. I'm not even finished with the beat, but it just comes to me like, oh, this is what you want to say.
Mhm. What's the best piece of advice another musician or artist has ever given you?
Uh, I'm gonna say Kevin Black. He was vice president at Warner Brothers. When I was going shopping my music, I established a good friendship with him. He
Hmm.
was always telling me the bass got to follow the foot. I'm like, what you mean? He kept saying, make sure your bass follow the foot. And I'm like, what? I was making beats like, yeah, I was like, you got some nice beats, but make sure your bass follow the foot. I'm like, what do you
Hmm.
mean by the bass follow the foot? When he say foot, he was talking about the kick. And I
Hmm.
was like, what do you mean by the? I say the foot. He like the beat the kick. He like yeah, the bass follows the foot. The bass always goes with the drummer. Like they follow the drummer. You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
got it's just the percussion thing with the bass. So I learned that from him, and I've been using that and uh, that advice from him a lot, and it works for me.
Describe. Wait, see. Who's your ideal musician to collaborate with and why?
Musician or artist?
You can do both.
Okay, so how many choices of this? The best is one, or because that's
Well, your ideal. I mean, like whoever. Who's somebody that you would really like to collaborate right now with?
I would say Rihanna.
Really? Well, is there a reason why?
I love her music. I love her
Mhm.
style, her voice, her sound, her texture. I love Rihanna's music. I love
Mhm.
her as far as production. I would say I got so many. I got so many. The top will be Dr. Dre, regardless. Like of all time, I would love to do something with Dr. Dre,
Mhm.
Ryan Leslie, and Timberland.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah.
That's those are the top producers I would love to work with. If I had a chance, artist Rihanna,
Mhm.
uh, she just a phenomenal artist to me. Like she doesn't sing anymore, but man, she has her style is just crazy.
What is one message you would give to your fans right now?
Don't stop. Keep grinding.
Mhm.
Don't look back. Keep moving forward.
Okay. How do you feel the internet has impacted the music business?
Oh, it in a major way. In a major way. Absolutely. Like uh, it changed the game for
Mhm.
us to get on these platforms to do what we got to do. As whatever talent we have to expose our talent, and a lot of people has came to the top because of this internet platform. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's it's really changed the game from all the you know what I'm saying. Everybody used to try to. I want to get a deal. When you get
Mhm.
independency, you can be independent
Right.
and drive this mechanism.
What accomplishments do you see yourself achieving in the next 5 to 10 years?
Um, I'm kind of content what I'm doing.
Mhm.
Um, I'll be doing the same, but I'll be trying to excel. Excel and Grammy. Awards. Get some of those things on the shelf.
Right.
More plaques. And be able to have something to show my kids. Have a legacy. Just man, I did what I had to do, and I believe in passing the torch. So I have a
Right.
son. Grandkids might have the talent in their bloodstream, and try to show them that they can do the same thing as I. Just
Right.
try to have that platform for them, so they can utilize it.
That's great. So you mentioned your children. Are any of them into the music industry right
Of
now?
course, no,
Okay.
they're not in it, but they do music.
Okay.
They're at the beginning stage, but yeah, they love music. My son is just so shocking to me right now. I can't believe how he just, I guess it's technology because he has what it took me like a decade to do, like a long time to learn. He just gravitate to it so fast. My daughter,
Right.
she's an excellent singer. She it's like they get it faster than the way
Right.
I had to do. It took me a couple steps. They just quick with it.
What does that mean to you? That legacy of music in your family mean to you, where your father, shared his love of music with you and your siblings, and now your children have that love of music. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot. My father was very stern. Like he was a heavy hitter. My father, like by him being a pastor, he was like he can see the future and all that. And he used to tell me like, Dad, I'll be like, Dad, I want to play sports.
Hmm.
He's like, you're gonna need your hands. You don't play
Hmm.
sports. So
Hmm.
I tried to sneak off and play football. I played
Right.
football.
Hmm.
Uh, telling them I had the after school project to do, but I was really going to practice and playing football.
Hmm.
And he's like, he kept saying, you as a man have to use your hands to work your hands, and your talent is going to take you farther than football and all that stuff. And I had got injured, and it kind of put me in a slump. And he was really mad at me because I was playing football, and so I just I learned my lesson. He said hard head makes a soft tail.
That's right.
It's like my father told me, like, so I don't know if it was me being disobedient, you know, uh, to my father because I really want to play sports.
Hmm.
But everything he said was factual. Like I played church, I played the organ for my church, my hands every
Right.
Sunday.
Hmm.
So it's like he told me what
Right.
what was my future, me, my voice, and my hands. So
Hmm.
he's like, you can break your finger, you can break your hands playing sports or whatever. And he was real stern with that with us, like I saying our talent was going to take us over the top.
Right. That's awesome. So we only got a few minutes left. Tell the listeners and the viewers where they can find you on social media, and just a little bit more about the Belly Gang project and where they can listen to that.
You can find the Belly Gang on all digital platforms, all digital outlets, Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, everything. You can look it up as Belly Gang or Zaeskee. You can find me on all social media as Zaeskee Alazae, Zaeskee Alazae, Zaeskee Alazae, and on everything: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. You can find me there, or you can go down to my website called my production website is beataccountants.com. Beataccountants.com. And you can see some of the work I've done locally and in the industry and everything. I did work for the OWN network, Oprah Winfrey. You just look into me. I can show you commercials. I do it all. It's movies.
Mm-hmm.
I do it all. So that's basically what it is.
And they can email you at zaeskee@beataccountants.com. Is that correct?
Zaeskee Alazae at Gmail.
Okay.
Zaeskee Alazae at gmail.com.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us, Zaeskee. Those who are watching, hang on just for a few minutes after we end the show, because we're going to play Feel It, Kill It music video. And if you're listening to this broadcast, then we're going to play Feel It, Kill It, the music, so you can hear it over the radio. So thank you again, Zaeskee, for being here. Anytime you want to come back, any new projects, just let us know. We'll be happy to have you on. Thank you for giving us this time to talk with you. Thank you to our sponsors, R&R Custom Wheels Tires Express and Baskerville Funeral Home. And thank you all for tuning in to Hub City Now. Make sure you go and check out Zaeskee Alazae. Check out Belly Gang album. We'll make sure to put the links up on our Hub City Now Facebook page. Make sure you share this with your family members, your friends, everybody. Let them know about Zaeskee Alazae, and just make sure you support them and show them your love. Thank you so much for everything you've done, Zaeskee. We'll be keeping up with you and being in contact with you. You have a great day.
You too. Thank you too for just having me on.
Beat account. Baby, won't you shake that body? Yeah, yeah. Don't hurt nobody. One time. Take that body. Marker. I want your body. Let me take you home with me tonight. You cried it. One time. I must admit, you looking sweet, girl. Like in them jeans, nice and petite, yeah. You're thicker than a Snicker, and you know it. The way you move on the dance floor makes me want it. Let's say we get up out of here, baby, let's make that move. Tonight is yours, and you know I feel you. You know I feel you. Baby, won't you shake that body? Yeah, yeah. Don't hurt nobody. One time. Take that body. Marker. I want your body. Let me take you home with me tonight. Get it. You cried it. So let me feel it. One time. I wanna keep it like you. So let me feel it. You cried it. So let me feel it. One time. I wanna keep it like you. Girl, let me take you home with Let me take you home with me tonight.